I hate to tell you this, but sitting at home playing over your backing tracks, it's musical masturbation. We all know that backing tracks are fun, but I run into way too many guitar players who they're just sitting in front of their computer, noodling, or they've memorized 5 minor pentatonic patterns, and they think that they're really playing. And I get it. It feels good. They're enjoying themselves. That's fine. Sometimes you need to decompress and just kind of zone out. But if you want to actually be a good guitar player, somebody who can truly play music, you got to learn how to play rhythm. You got to learn how to comp. You got to learn how to accompany somebody. And if you don't have access to other musicians, you got to record yourself, or you got to start looping. Not like a loop artist who's building these loops, but just create your own backing track on the spot to solo over. And let me be real about this, because looping is hard. At first, it's going to kick your ass. You'll go from jamming over perfect YouTube tracks to like having to solo over your own messy rhythm coming back through your own amp. It's going to hurt a little bit, but that's what you need. That's the truth. You want the truth, because when you have to solo over your own playing, that's when you find out if you can really play. That's when you find out if your solo is even worth a shit. Most people don't tell you that the best lead players have incredible rhythm. Even if they're not playing rhythm guitar on the song, they're super in tune with what's happening in the chords and the groove of the whole thing. So you're probably out there you're soloing over these backing tracks and you feel like you're getting pretty good, but you don't really know if you actually could play. You're thinking, what's next? Or why don't I sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan or B.B. King or whoever it is you like? If you have that feeling, it's probably because you're not actually playing for real. The music is not flying on its own. It's not dancing. I call these people the jam busters, where if I stop playing, the whole thing falls apart. You want to be one of these people who the music is happening inside of you, whether you're playing or anyone else is playing at all. I digress. Go to blues jams. Find anybody that you can play with. The number one thing is to play with other people. And if you want to build that skill of playing with other people, you got to record yourself and play to yourself, so you really get feedback on who you are as a musician. But it's going to suck sometimes. It's going to beat you up. It's going to be painful you play with somebody else, you try to back up a singer and you mess up. It's going to be so painful. You lose the groove, mess up a chord for the singer, and you get that evil stare. You're going to want to stick your head in the sand. But that's your training. That's your cringe moment that's going to make you that much better. That's how you grow into a real musician who can make a song fly in front of a bunch of people. A bulletproof musician. And I hate to tell you this, but sitting at home playing over your backing tracks, it's musical masturbation. Yeah, it feels good. It might even help you work on some new licks. Sometimes you just want to zone out. That's cool. But when you actually play with another person, those licks, they're going to fall apart. You need the real life training. So the looper will teach you how to play rhythm. I'm going to do another video on how I use a looper just to keep my groove happening, to keep my solos dancing. But the looper is also going to teach you how to listen. It's going to teach you how to play with another person. And unless you're at a blues jam every night or you have a group of friends who are pushing you, you're not going to be held accountable to that same standard. So the trick is you want to suffer the consequences of your own playing. And if you can record yourself, even record your solo to listen back later, you can, step back and get some real perspective on how you're doing. So, look, this channel is not about calling people out. This channel is all about empowering people. And so if I sound a little pissed off or a little irritated or aggressive about this, it's just I'm tired of seeing cool people, good people be fake or have this insecurity about their own playing. You notice the best players are super humble and cool. I've seen folks pour like thousands of dollars into guitars and all these hours into playing only to realize that, when it counts, they're actually not that good. The whole thing falls apart. So I might say this a little aggressively, might be too aggressive for you, but it's coming from love. I want to empower y'all. And I mean, I've been at parties, so many parties, or like at some event, they're like, hey, can you jam with my nephew? And the person can play a whole solo to Sweet Child of Mine, but they can't actually play a whole song. They can't even play a chord. Or I'll meet somebody who's been playing for years, but they can't even back up a singer or like sing a song or play a Christmas song so their family can have an experience. Maybe that's not what you want. Maybe you're satisfied with just, jamming to yourself over backing tracks. That's cool. But for me and for most people who really want to get good, it's about connecting with other people and having an experience, a musical experience with other people. So when you need to, yes, sit home, noodle, let it feel good. We need that outlet sometimes. And maybe you just got home from work and you want to decompress. Totally do that. But while you're at it, spend just a little bit of time learning how to play songs and have a really solid ability to play with other people. Now, look, I promise you 99% of the world doesn't want to hear you noodle on your scales. A good guitar solo should be a spontaneous composition, a story, a journey, not just like a public wank. So I'm going to make another video on how I use a looper to practice and just keep my solos continuing to dance and grooving. And we'll see you in the next video.